Hey, what's up guys? I have another video for you. This is gonna be another one of my build videos. So I'm naming this this sort of like layout combat style the Marine. So he's using the new Recon uh, Assault Marine armor set, and he's got a fully modded out assault rifle, and yeah, and I'm gonna be getting some gameplay in Far Harbor. What did you guys think of Far Harbor? I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I was glad because when I first saw it, I sort of had the that sort of the DLC from Fallout 3, that sort of point lookout, and I'm just like, why are they gonna do something the same thing? But that didn't end up to be the case. It came out a lot better. I sure liked it a lot more. So I really had fun playing this DLC. As far as story-wise, it was pretty good. Something was lacking from it though. I can't really put my finger on it, but there was something that was missing. So let me know what you guys thought of the DLC. So you're just gonna see some gameplay of my build in the background, and I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm using an assault rifle mostly. I switched to a combat rifle, the Overseer's Guardian. It's one of the best weapons in the game. And then I have the Fusil Terribles. So that's a special shotgun you can pick up in the game as well. And then I think I'm using the sniper a little bit. You know, just sort of like ballistic weapons, things you would think a Marine would be using. And I get some really cool gameplay in this video. But yeah, they have the new DLC, so I mean, they're pretty much wrapping up Fallout 4 here. So yeah, I can't wait for that new DLC for Nuka World to come up. And yeah, I've been watching a lot of the Joe Rogan Experience. Joe Rogan, he used to be the I think most people know him for being the host of Fear Factor. You can see me here shooting chicken. I thought this was so funny that they added chickens into Fallout from Skyrim, and then you could they let you kill them just for the heck of it. I thought that was pretty funny that they yeah, I've been listening to a lot of the Joe Rogan podcast, and I think he's really smart in a lot of things that he says. I found out that people were calling themselves like new stuff, like pansexual, and they were naming themselves a gender queer, and I was like, what does that even mean? And he was talking about this, and I was just like, I don't get it. I thought you're a guy, you're a girl, or you're transsexual. So I mean, people are just really complicated nowadays. I really think people just need to like relax, take it easy. Like, what the fuck does being a pansexual even mean? I don't get it. Like, that's really a thing? I think people need to stop being so sensitive and just start, you know, just be like, that dude, that's not a thing. Like, if someone were to have said that, you know, when I was in even grammar school, like, you get this shit kicked out of you. Like, what are you talking about? Stop being weird. And then I think now that doesn't even happen anymore. But I mean, when I was growing up, I mean, you got your ass beat if you were talking about some weird shit. It was just like a check for like, hey, stop being weird. That's weird. And I don't think people do that anymore. And I think our society's really paying for it. So yeah, people just need to stop being so sensitive. Like, just stop. Like, our society caters too much to minorities, and I mean, I get it. Like, you want to be heard, but at the same time, it's just like society doesn't work like that. Shut up, move on,
I see what you are.
and you know, just do your own thing and just let people be. There's more important things to discuss. There's more important things to really work on. You know, you want to add to the quality of your life and other people's life, and not be caught up in this in name calling. It's essentially what it is. You're focused on your label when there's so much more to a person than just a label. So I mean, I think it's pretty ridiculous. And yeah, and he talks about other stuff. I really like Joe Rogan's podcast. You guys should check it out. It's pretty informative when it comes to certain things like that. But yeah, right now I'm just thinking what the next game for my channel is gonna be. I sort of built it up as a Fallout 4 channel, so I really want to see if anybody's watching my videos. Like, what else would you like to see? What other gameplay would you like? Yeah, I'm really picky when it comes to playing video games. But let me know if any of you guys have a preference, or if you want to see anything specific. I kept seeing these chickens in the gameplay, and it's so funny when I was actually playing the game. But I have a couple more ideas for the builds, and I'll be making some videos of that very soon. So yeah. I'm really wondering what sort of mechanic the assault on settlements is going to be with the Nuka world. I think that would be really cool. Because they sort of did, they implemented like a new mechanic with Automatron, and you know, the story wasn't long itself, but basically building the robots and making new ones and really filling the Commonwealth with them was the actual mechanic that they wanted you to sort of like focus on. So you basically got your money's worth by building up robots and customizing them to your liking. So that gave you a lot of gameplay value as far as that goes. So I'm wondering how much gameplay value are we gonna get out of the new systems that are implemented by Nuka World. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Here's that damn chicken again. This is so funny. Yeah, really can't wait for Skyrim to come out. Skyrim is going to be really fun, and I can't wait to play it. But I mean, I think Fallout 4 is still pretty active. There's still a lot of people playing Fallout 4. Not as much videos for it. I don't think people are making as much videos for Fallout. But I think it can go on for quite a while because of the mods, so there'll still be a few videos here and there. But I think Fallout 4 is dying down just a bit, just a little bit. I really like some of these places with Far Habor, because it felt like, you know, this seems like a place crazy people would live in, you know, like a broken down mansion looking thing. Or, you know, like here in the gameplay. So they gave like sort of like these raiders, or the trappers, the raiders of Far Habor, like a place to crash and to live. And you don't really see that much in the main game. I think you do, but like if you go to Dunwich Borders, there's not a lot of like it doesn't give you a like a place these people would really call home. They're just sort of wandering around there, if that makes any sense. And then there's like other places that have like beds and like little tables, and you tell like these raiders live in. So I feel that they did that a bit more in Far Habor. Or I could just be talking complete nonsense. I really don't know where I was going with that thought. But yeah. So let me guys know. I mean, if anybody else watches the Joe Rogan podcast, are there any like other podcasts that are good, that are worth listening to? If they're like recorded on YouTube, I can play them and sort of, you know, go about my business while listening to them in the background. Because the only thing I really do listen to is the Joe Rogan experience. So he talks about some interesting stuff. And let me guys know if the videos are too long or too short. I like to think that they're like a good amount of length. I can make them shorter, I can make them a bit longer. I think I just need some more stuff to talk about. I really don't know who's really following me, or what people are interested in seeing. So I could talk about a few different topics. You know, different things that I feel, my opinions on certain things going on in current events, like that pansexual whatever thing. Can you imagine if there's like a fetish out there for like Peter Pan, and it's called pansexual, but then like these people came out and started talking like, oh, I'm pansexual, and gave it a completely different meaning. So now the people with like a Peter Pan fetish are like what the fuck? That was our thing. I don't know. I just think that's so funny. It's just so retarded. Like, why do you have to label everything? Like, nobody cares. I'm sorry, people are just way too sensitive. People are just way too sensitive and just overthink things way too much. So just don't take life so seriously. Just have fun. You know, don't waste your time on things that aren't important, that don't matter, and focus on being happy. So yeah, guys, this was my marine build kind of video / discussion of nonsense. So I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely try out the build, and I'll see you in the next